What's up, what's good, and what's poppin', and welcome to Top Cat's Collective Tarot. I am your intuitive tarot and oracle reader, Top Cat, and this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North and South Node if you happen to check for those as well. I'd like to thank you for coming and checking out this reading because you could have been anywhere in the cyber universe, but you are here with me, and I greatly appreciate you for that. So this reading is going to be broken up into 3 parts. We're going to do a general overview reading, not necessarily love or career based, just see what comes out. Then we're going to go specifically into love, and then we're going to end specifically with finances. So let's take a couple of deep breaths just so we can all tap into the same energy. All right. If you would like to invite your guides, your higher selves, your oh wow, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do how I normally want to shuffle. Oh no, I can. One burn ain't gonna stop no show. Now I did burn myself before trying to start, and it did trip me up, but that is okay because no pony gonna stop no show. You know? Bye bye, little Sebastian. Let's just take a couple of times. Let's just take a moment to also invite God and Spirit into this reading, our higher selves into this reading, our angels and ancestors, any loved ones in particular that you want to call upon. We welcome them. May any messages that you have for Gemini be for their greatest and their highest good. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything may or may not resonate. So chew the meat, spit out the bones, and leave whatever energy that doesn't resonate with you, Gemini, leave it for another Gemini. So, what popped out? Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine whom we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action: make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself with, and clarify: is there anyone in your life who no longer serves you? Can you love them from a distance? So you might be you might be needing to check the energy that surrounds you as far as like people in general. Ask yourself these questions. Do they lift me up? Do they make me feel safe? Do they empower me? Do they believe in me? Do they inspire me? If it's a no, then you have to question, okay, do we want to fix that or do we want to get rid of it? It's okay to let go of some people, especially if they no longer serve you or serve a purpose. You know what I mean? Like if you're ascending and they're staying stagnant, then leave it. You gotta love them from afar. Yeah. Okay. Underlying energy is: how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. So if you've been, I feel like we had this conversation before last week, Gemini. But this is definitely a time for you to infuse more self-love, self-care, being gentle with yourself. So we're going to do a Celtic cross spread this week, hopefully in with one, not having to need to clarify, and then two, to try to speed this up. I feel like I'm being long-winded. But if you like these long readings, then definitely let a reader know. If you feel me, you feel me. Okay. What card represents what's going on currently? What is the current situation for Gemini? Yeah, the Prince of Cups. Underlying energy is the Prince of Swords. So, interesting. We have Prince energy. Now, this is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck. I am going to just read some of the keywords because I never know if the Prince is supposed to represent a page, or if they're supposed to represent a knight, or if this is supposed to be like its own thing on purpose, which 9 times out of 10, that's what it's supposed to be, right? So right now, you're idealistic, emotional, vulnerable, romantic, artistic, vision, intuition, honesty, loyalty. So this is supposed to be like the Prince Charming type. Right now you're showing up in your situation as the Prince Charming type. Underlying energy for the Prince of Swords, excuse me, is intelligence, ideas, visionary, analytical thinking, witnessing, rapid expansion. So like right now you're on this be careful. The tentacles of Ursula seems to be trying to come after you. You're coming in almost like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. So be careful of these tentacles. Do you surround yourself with people who lift you up? You may or may not. Be careful. Oh no, I lost my page where I'm still not the most comfortable with the Celtic cross. I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay. So, if this is how you're feeling, then what's getting in the way? What's getting in the way with Gemini? Okay, did you see how she jumped out? The 7 of Discs. So the 7 of Pentacles is about putting in work. It almost gives me Temperance vibes whenever I see it from this deck, because of the fact that you have like one hot shoe, one red shoe. It's like very hot, cold. And it also doesn't make sense because this is fully pregnant. Digging up skeletons from the grave. You should be, what's the word? Tilling towards, she should be resting and preparing for fruitfulness, not dead things. Some of you might be putting your energy into dead energy, dead situations. Bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Swords, and that is about release. So I don't know if Sis is trying to elevate herself by pushing off of the swords. I don't know if she's trying to grab the swords because she's already levitating. But but it's about a release. You might be dealing with, Bree Runway Hot is coming in right now. It comes in every day. Okay. What's the unconscious energy affecting this situation? Underlying subconscious energy. Okay, that's a lot. Bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. So underlying subconscious energy is like trying to get divine love, divine partnership. Like you're I don't want to call it a soulmate because anybody can be your soulmate. It's anybody you have a soul connection with. I don't want to call you a twin flame because not everybody is meant to marry their twin flame. Their divine counterpart is why I keep saying divine, like it's divinely ordered by God. But you have the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the King of Discs, the Five of Cups, the Prince of Wands. That's telling a whole story. It's going backwards. Ooh. Okay. It is supposed to be going this way. You let go of your Prince of Wands. And you're dealing with the emotional aftermath, right? The Cups is water energy, so that's you can't even see the Prince of Wands. Look at me. I got so swept away by this. And be careful with the Prince of Wands. Prince of Wands can be charismatic to a fault. All right? That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And I mean, man, it's cute. But it's like, all right, you're dealing with the aftermath. You're letting it go. You're releasing it. You meet your king of discs. And you find happiness. And you might about marriage. I don't know, man. I'm about to look at the guide just to make sure, but I think you might have ka-ching the jackpot. Yeah, you got the Nine of Cups being about abundance. That's the wish fulfillment, and then the Ten of Cups is completement and happiness and content. Like, yeah, you hit the ching ching. All right. But that seems to be a whole different story, and I need maybe one or two cards to represent what that means. What's going on? What's going on? All right, so one card, please, for the unconscious energy affecting the situation right now. One card to sum it all up. Thank you. Okay, we got two. As soon as I said thank you. All right, so you got the Eight of Wands. That's a card of communication, and it's also happening frequently or very soon. You have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So subconsciously, you're low energy. It almost feels like a lack of faith. Like, yeah, Top Cat, I shouldn't be out here doing this. Like, I am fully supposed to be in my prime. I might literally be pregnant, you know what I mean? Like that, Top Cat, I don't feel like doing this shit. I feel you, babies. I feel you. Trust. The Ace of Pentacles is about like new business opportunities, a new outlook on your spending habits, maybe. Starting over in your career, possibly. Yeah. Behind the Eight of Wands, you have the Prince of Discs. So there's a lot of Prince and Princess energy. And so some of you might be realizing that you are royalty and you're stepping into your zhuzh just a little bit. You might have realized like, oh, I'm more popping than I think. The Ace of Disc also represents success. What happened in the past? What's the past energy for Gemini? Bottom of the deck, you have Judgment. So you're having an epiphany. You're having an awakening of sorts. You know, coming to your fruition. You do have the Star card that came out, and I like the Star card. She's semi-modest. She's being like taken over by the fruit, the flowers, the vines. She's becoming one with her reality, or she's pouring into her cup, like she's pouring her water into fertile ground, realizing that her ground is already fertile. You're realizing your worth there, Gemini. Maybe laying down your burdens might give you the results that you are that you so desire. Oh wait, this is the past energy. You might not have realized your worth, or what I said it makes sense. What is the present circumstances? So if the Star was the past, what is the present? Yeah, the Eight of Wands that popped out. And a whole book. Prince of Swords again. Three of Discs. Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Wands again. Now, we know we're trying to do 1 to 2 cards, okay? The current circumstances for Gemini, please. 1 to 2 cards. You have the Hermit, okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Discs. You might be holding on to certain things. This gives me so many different messages, because on one hand, it's like, if you notice inside the tent, it's all fruitful and blue skies, whereas this one is somewhat like a bluish gray. But it also looks like this person is using the pentacle to bait like this creature towards them. So I always get confused. It doesn't feel like thinking or being stingy or hesitant. The Hermit card represents like tapping into your spiritual gifts, your spiritual beliefs, getting going on a journey spiritually. You're guided, it's divinely guided too. You have the Star. Notice that there's no stars in the sky, because the stars are all in your staff. Tap into your spiritual gifts. Operate in them. Yeah, you have the Princess of Wands and the High Priestess. Some of you are, this seems to be my my spiritually gifted group this week. Like, it's your turn to tap into the success of being one with your with the universe. What's gonna happen in the future? What's gonna happen in the future? So you have the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. All three signs, I think, had the Seven of Cups. So if you have other air placements, definitely check out your readings for Aquarius and Libra. At the bottom of the deck, you do have your King of Pentacles again. So this is like divine masculine energy when it comes to your money, your finances, and earthly possessions. You are tapping into the success and protecting it, releasing things that no longer serve you, and accepting love. Actively, it's about finding peace, exploring your options even. It's like Moana gave the heart of Tafiti back to Taka, and now it's like, now you can have all of these things for let's replenish your kingdom, and here are some added bonuses for you. What's the best best approach? You have the Temperance, which is interesting because the star gives temperance vibes. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's about being greedy. Be careful, like, as you're weighing your options and trying to figure out what's the best move for you, do not get lost in greed. Right? Like, you want to make sure that the people that serves you aren't just there to serve your pockets. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands again. What are the people and influences in surrounding this situation for Gemini? Bottom of the deck, you have Death. So yeah, it's definitely giving cutoff season. Oh, look at that. You got the King and the Queen of Wands together with the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. Ooh. Now, this gives off, you have met your divine counter, right? Your divine partner. And y'all are going to get married. So, don't be surprised if somebody proposes. But that was a lot. You have the Ten of Discs. So the Ten of Pentacles, that's like generational wealth, right? Your influences is about financial gains, financial wealth, financial abundance. Anybody who's like helping you build a business, maybe. Notice how the ground has rubies underneath it. Like you're on fertile ground. Like I said here, don't focus on the lack, focus on the fertile ground that's behind you. I probably didn't say it exactly like that, but yeah, you have a well of people who can help you, help cultivate your skills, help you grow. What are Gemini's hopes and fears? Bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands. So you're thinking about expansion. You're thinking about expanding your horizons, getting, maybe going to sea and travel the world. Just trying to better yourself. Actively, you have the Queen of Discs in reverse. So your fear of money really might be your biggest fear. Like, I'm not trying to be this person. I'm not trying to give off this energy. Some of you might be being a little mean about shit. You might be a little afraid of your own ego, your greed, your materialism. Some of you might be focusing on your material gains instead of your emotional advancements. I'm so sorry, Gemini. And then we're going to end with your outcome. The Chariot. What is the outcome of the situation for Gemini? Gemini's outcome, please. The Three of Wands. So yeah, you brought it from out of your subconscious and into your reality. You are manifesting the things that you want. By getting rid of the people that no longer serve you, you're lightening your load, allowing yourself to be a little bit more buoyant and to float higher. You do have the Eight of Discs, so it's like it's time to put in work. It's time to paint the picture that I've always wanted, and it will be fruitful. Cause look at the tree. It's almost springtime vibes. It might be like right before your harvest, so don't let your greed and your interest of self get in the way of sabotaging all that you're working for. Let's get a crystal confirmation. Crystal confirmation for Gemini. You have clear quartz. Oh no! Excuse me. You have selenite. So some of you might have thought that you were clear quartz, and baby, you are selenite. And selenite is used to charge and cleanse other crystals. You might have thought that you were, because you look like clear quartz, sound like clear quartz, but you have something special. And that is your spiritual awakening. As I mentioned with the Hermit card, I am a spiritual warrior of the light. Some of you needed to be reminded of that. Remember who you are. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Fairy Stone, and that is about good fortune. I am open to receive all the goodness the universe has to offer me at all times and in all ways. Believe you are deserving, Gemini. Let's get into your love energy for the week. Okay. This is a first. We're going to see what messages come through like this. So, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Some of you might have hit the jackpot. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going. Pay attention to the red flags, though. The signs are cautioning you. I felt it. Forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Oh. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And I find that to be exciting because it's like, one, you could be your own soulmate, but two, it's like, all right, I was getting a little leery, but it's just like, pay attention to the red flags, because the red flags are here to teach you more about yourself. Meaning, like, they might not even fully be red flags. They are cautioning you, but maybe not in the way that you think, like, oh, this man is not it, or this woman is not it, bro. But it's more like, what is it inside you that you need to heal? But give this relationship a chance. Interessante. Let's try to line this up in the order of which I read it. Oh, no, it was engagement first. I'm sorry. You're ascending. Pay attention to the red flags, because it's about forgiving and learning. But yes, this is your soulmate, baby. Give. If you have control issues, you might want to let them go. They might be getting in the way of what you're trying. Getting in the way. All right? Or what you feeling? Let's talk money, honey. And this is where we're going to end off at, gems. What messages do you have for Gemini this week in regards to money and finance? Okay, so we have hostilities, healer of ages, door to value, anxiety, the sane and the insane rivalry, broken heart in reverse, indecision in reverse. It's like for every bottom of the deck, you have rest and rejuvenation. Somebody picked up a message just from reading this. It might be time for you to you might have been going a little ham with work lately, to the point that it's affecting your mental, right? Like, you're getting exhausted, having panic attacks, because you might be having to decide on whether or not you want to stay in this job or continue this project. I think as you continue to tap into your your spiritual gifts, and you rest, and you replenish yourself, you replenish your energy, you replenish your spirit. Because remember, you have the Hermit card up here. All of these things will dissipate. And you'll be able to walk into this door to value, I mean. Be careful, because you might be deceived. You have to go through the door of personal healing and happiness in order for you to get to the success and the door to value. Going on that spiritual rejuvenation, it seems to be key here for you, Gemini. Some of you might need to tap into your creative sexual energy as well. I just said that for Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, read, go click onto that reading as well. But it's no longer time to be indecisive about things. You got to figure out if you want to heal your broken heart or if you want to stay brokenhearted forever. But if you do decide that you no longer want to have a broken heart, then, you know, tap into your spiritual gifts. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this resonated with you in some way. If it didn't resonate, then leave this energy here for another Gemini. You can always check your other replacements like I said. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. You can follow me on all social medias at SEYSII Reacts. That's SEYSII Reacts, and that's how you can also find me on YouTube. I do have a second channel where I do reactions to television and movies and the like. If you want to book a personal reading, I do have openings available for personal readings. You can hit me up on social media. And then, yeah, if you like these bracelets, I do make jewelry. You can also place your order through DMing me on social media at SEYSII Jewels. I love you all so much for watching. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher selves, God, Source, and for all the angels and Orishas that were giving us insight today. I would like to disconnect from the collective. I thank you all so much for watching. I love you very much, Gemini, and I will see you later. Bye!